Hi y'all, this is the Mystic Offspring. I'm gonna try this again, this Dungeons and Dragons deck here, okay? We have the Fool. The Fool here. And it says following your heart. Because you're innocent. And you're just enjoying life. See it with wonder and the innocence of a child in which you once did. If you're encountering someone, this person's walking along and they're encountering a gnome, I guess, says, follow me. And it helps him to find a treasure, a wondrous treasure, supposedly. Do you follow? I don't know. You're just innocent playing your lute and whatever. All right. But then this came out. This guy, this creepy guy here. It's the Knight. All right. Finding a way to enjoy this routine, taking responsibility for one's own success, and letting go of expectations. The good work speaks for itself. So you're innocent, and someone came to you and come and find this treasure with me. And a local mad wizard wants this basilisk or a cockatrice eggs and is willing to pay you handsomely. So basically, it's a bribe, okay? You're innocently going along, you know, and you meet this gnome, tries to talk about a treasure. And then you meet this mad wizard here. I guess this is the wizard, but this is the Knight. That says, I'll pay you handsomely if you help me get these eggs. Now, if you look at an egg, right, very symbolic. It could be a new beginning, or it means that something is going to be born from it, right? Either way, someone paid this fool. Probably a knight. You know what I also noticed is you see how it's just one big eyeball. But he's drinking beer. So maybe they like to go to the bar. And they just keep their eyeball on everything. And this could be even technology. And those wings there, they're painted on. They're not real. So, take it as you will. Maybe they're pretending to be an angel or something like that. Alright? So then you meet up with these people. The 5 of strength. Because there's strength in numbers, I suppose. Being focused totally on the moment. And working together efficiently and letting go of competition. So shortly after you do all this and you're going for a treasure and you're getting paid or offered to be paid handsomely to go find some eggs, that's actually dangerous if you go and get them, because I mean a basilisk or a cockatrice is basically a giant chicken, like a dragon chicken, if you don't know what it is. But yo, these people, they gang together, maybe this coven, witches and warlocks, traveling circus. Basically, is what you can compare it to now, right? It's like, okay, the giant spider has died, leaving its owners distraught. Can you get some giant spider eggs for him to hatch? Now, what is with this? You want giant spider eggs, and then you want basilisk eggs. You just want eggs. So you're trying to steal people's new beginnings? Or whatever it is, these people, this plan. I mean, and then remember, you're innocent. Okay, you're just going along, playing your song, and they see you as basically a sucker. You know, like, okay, you want to make some money, I'll pay you handsomely for it. And of course, it sounds great. Like, yeah. But they don't tell them everything, do they? No. And then the queen comes along. Spreading the love and letting your light shine and having courage to take it to the next level. I don't know, you could look like that. But this is like the Queen of Wands. Very fiery energy. Now, you could have been part of this coven here. Maybe you were a witch. Either way. Right? You're in your own power, and you're trying to spread love and letting it shine. The party has asked you to extort a political figure across hostile lines. So you join in, the Fool, and you join in with this group and this knight who sees everything has painted wings, trying to get you to go along at a mission with this group, trying to get eggs, basically. Stealing people's new beginnings, stealing people's ideas. I don't know. What is an egg to you? But this one should have been the queen. She's in her power. She's love and light. Was this person innocent as well? Was this person fooled as well to go along with this? Or are you are you helping that queen? You know? Either way, this group must have thought that it was an easy win. Like, okay, we'll do this and we'll get paid, right? We have the queen there. Maybe they were helping the queen cross a dangerous territory, or they claim to. Maybe that's an excuse. Or maybe the queen was working with them and was in that group because she's the Queen of Wands, and that looks like witches and warlocks to me, with a knight and a fool. Right. All right, what we have here, this one came out, but it was in reverse. The King of Intelligence, using the powers of intellect clearly without letting it override your heart. So this is making sure you make sense of the world around you. And look at that. That's like Odin, and he's kneeling down. A queen has fallen under the witch's curse. Ooh. And you have been asked to help break the spell. Okay, so is it this queen that fell under a curse? I mean, she's not in reverse. Or is it another queen? Either way. This was in reverse. So this means what? You did not use your intellect. You didn't use your brain. I mean, maybe because you actually were a fool. I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't wise to constantly keep an eye on something where you knew that it was not necessarily looked at as a good thing. You know, like such as hacking or spying. Or maybe even doing spells on people that you shouldn't be doing. Either way, it was dangerous, and all of the information was not told. But God is in charge, right? So if you were the one that put this curse on this queen here, well, now you're paying for it, because this is Odin, y'all. This is God of lightning. Look at, he's not happy. So whatever is happening, possibly it's judgment. Judgment for what you did. Yeah, to an empress. To an empress. Yeah. And they don't want to be tied up by that spider they tried stealing the eggs from. I'm going to do a row of 6 here, all right? And I believe that this empress was also coerced to go with this. Realizing your capacity to express beauty and the nature and to nurture others from a place of power. You encounter the queen of the nation with an important mission for you. So what's this important mission? They're all talking about the same mission. Now, it's either breaking a curse or getting eggs or getting a treasure with this group here. With this group. Okay? So you have a knight, a fool, a group, a queen, a king who is very pissed off, and an empress. Pretty much where we're at. And 8 of wisdom. See? They didn't realize it was danger. Maybe these are the zaps from Odin or whatever, but he has his shield up there. This is 88. 88 on the bottom of the deck. So, what else? What's going on with this story? What's going on with this story, spirit guides? Please tell me truth. Let it be all of you and none of me. You know, and this is going to be symbolic, of course. Yeah, and it came out anyway. 8 of intelligence in reverse. Maybe they look like that they're in the upright. Maybe, I don't know. But they are standing. But this is spider's web. They're caught up now. This fool. Maybe this fool was meant to be a scapegoat. They look okay, right? They look okay. Pretend those webs are invisible. But they're really not. This fool who was really innocent, just doing their thing, trying to make some innocent money. Like, okay, I'll take the risk. I'll go get those eggs. Yeah, we'll go get that treasure. Okay, we'll help this group, right? 9 of intelligence. It wasn't very smart to do conjuring like this. Look at all those monsters. Oh, we know it all. We know it all. We see. But you know what? They really didn't see and to see what they were actually conjuring. Yeah, they didn't have the knowledge. Straight up, they didn't have the knowledge. They thought they knew what they were doing. Okay? Ace of strength. Because the heart and the power of the soul is where the true power lies. Correct? Ooh, my ears are ringing on that one. With the lovers here. And they tried to go off on this journey to save a queen or an empress. What? You choose. It's like, maybe it's all 1 and 3. Whatever. Okay? That's a lot, spirit. Jeez. I'm going to put those back. Those are way too much, okay? We have temperance here. Meditation. The doors. Opening the doors. It looks like of the devil. Right? And then the ace. Maybe this is this gnome. Providing you with the holy sword. And the knight of wisdom of gold. And he's all ready to go. So now you have another knight. And you have a temperance, a wizard there that's opening the doors for you. It says here, our capacity to deal with something in a measured and patient way. So whoever this was, they had to be patient. They formulated this plan. This is probably a long existing plan of whatever it is. They're getting all these people together. You gain advantage on your next moves, and wisdom is saving you now. Okay, so that was the wisdom of it, telling you use your better judgment, right? But I mean, you didn't obviously do that because you got caught up, whoever you are. Untangling ourselves from guilty thoughts and self-punishment in reverse. So this person is all tangled up, possibly self-sabotaging. A nearby village has been invaded by a droll and seeks aid. All these people need help. Can't they help themselves? Like, shit, obviously this one can't. Because he's all tied up and he's all guilty for whatever reason. Maybe because he was the innocent one and he didn't know all these people had this plan, huh? Now the ace of charisma. A new opportunity and a time of manifestation and abundance. A mysterious order of assassins begins to hunt you down and hunts down a member of your party. I don't know, maybe it's the fool. Maybe it's the queen that's cursed. Whatever it is. But that's what we're dealing with here. And the wisdom here. I'll find the wisdom. Where are you? You'd think they'd be easy to find things in this little tiny book. The knight. Here we are, the knight. The knight of wisdom. He's in the upright. And he's all in gold. Trusting your passion. Allowing yourself to dream big. And imagining the best happening for you now. There are whispers that the mayor of a town was seen signing a pact with an imp. And that goes under the Queen of Wands there. So it was a queen and her knight. And they saw a mayor, maybe in real life, maybe it's an official, that they signed a pact with. Yeah. I mean, this group had an ace of charisma, right? That knight with the big eye here, the one that was hacking and spying, yeah, he's all tied up. And the fool is having temperance. So this may be going on in real life. I mean, a lot of the times it does. Spirit wouldn't show me this stuff if it wasn't. All right, so however it relates to your life here, the devil. The devil. And it goes it goes right underneath, you know, the king of intelligence in reverse. So they thought was Odin, maybe. They thought was, you know, the real god. They're kneeling before the real god, but he actually ended up being the devil. Yeah, maybe they didn't know that. This group, yeah. To create an injustice. I can't make this shit up, yo. I can't make this shit up. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Exactly. Well, the devil. How we deal with our shadow self. The card calls us to cut out the lies and just be honest. We can be ourselves afterward. To encounter a devil who offers you a rare magic item in exchange for a favor. Damn, it seemed like this whole group and everyone involved, like it was just a bunch of deal making and proposals and, oh, you're gonna get rich, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, if you created injustice. And look at justice just sitting there, like, oh, okay, like, what are they gonna do? I don't know, maybe their jobs. Just saying. It's in the past now, you know what I'm saying. In the past. To your capacity to create a new reality through shattering the old, limiting beliefs in reverse. So you didn't shatter limiting beliefs. These people were still going on an old timeline. The poor villager comes to you for aid, seeking aid, and offers you a rare magic item in compensation. Okay, so you get paid or you get a rare item. Who knows what kind of favor it was, right? For justice. Whatever it was. It was a rare item either way. Or a rare spell, maybe, or maybe sexual pleasure. I don't know. Make it fit. I don't know what it was. I don't know, but whatever it was, it happened. They had everybody involved with this group. You know, it just got bigger and bigger over time. Yeah, it's so easy. We'll just go over there and pick it right off the tree, and it will be ours. It will be so easy. But little did they know, right? With the moon, and yeah, little did they know. Now the Empress here, with the 7 of charisma. And then we're going to go back over here to the Fool with the moon. The Fool and the Temperance were kept in the dark about everything. I mean, otherwise, they probably would have chosen not to do it, right? Correct. If everything was told and they made a free choice to say, no, that's too dangerous, I'm not willing to do that. But no, they were only told what they needed to know. Whoever told them, that gnome that came and said, let's go get the eggs, or hey, you know, let's go make some money, or whatever it was. Yep. The power of allowing your plans to develop and unfold without urgency or restlessness. And that's exactly what they did. This Empress here, this Empress had a plan, had the world in her hands. She's so beautiful, and she knows how to use her beauty. Confirmation, y'all. And then thought it would be so easy. Allowing the plans to develop without rush. So like I said, this whole plan, this plot, whatever, with these people, empresses, kings, queens, well, it took a while to get that going. The town mayor is rumored to be possessed by an evil spirit and is secretly preparing a sacrifice, or sacrifice the entire town. So the entire town was involved. This mayor might have worked with this Empress, whoever she is, who's very beautiful and allows plans to work out the way that they originally intended. You know, no rushing, of course not, no, no rushing. All right, but the moon here, what's the moon say? Where's the moon? Moon, where are you, moon? Moon, all right, the moon. That goes under the Fool and the Temperance, y'all. Facing and allowing deep-seated fears to dissolve in the light of your awareness. Remove words from the mind and breathe. You encounter a sorcerer who wants you to look into her crystal ball. Either way, traditionally the moon means something's hidden or there's an illusion. Maybe she wanted you to look into the ball so that you wouldn't be able to see. Maybe you would be hypnotized, or maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe she looks like that. Either way, all right? Yeah, the Hangman. To tie up this person, to literally get this person caught up and tied up, this Knight of Charisma, this hacker maybe, this someone who sees everything and likes to drink a lot. I don't know, make it make sense. What's going on with this knight and being tied up then? What's going on with this story? And I love it when they do that. There's so many. Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's see. The 7 of Intelligence in reverse. Either way, this person was wearing a mask. Maybe their favorite color is red. Maybe it's a Knight of Wands. Okay. But he's in reverse here. We'll look him up. With this group here and the gnome... show you. Come here. With this group, right? In the beginning, what they signed up for, and this gnome, right? The three of them, maybe they broke off into groups of 3. And one of them was the Fool. You see how they're assassins, though. And they're all in with that, okay? And you get 33 here. 33, 3 of Charisma, and 3 of Intelligence. Again, with the 3, except this is only 1. This has to go with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wisdom here. The Queen, the Knight. So either way, this is 3. So they break off. This group, they break off into 3 groups of 3 to get this whatever done. Because, I mean, there's so much to do. One has to go get the eggs. The other one has to, you know, go get the reward. The other one has to move the queen across the border. You know, all that other shit. You know, all for Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's self-explanatory. Yo, the Queen of Intelligence, this prickly bitch here, is with the devil. The devil and Odin in reverse, I'd say. And the 4 of Intelligence is the last one with the Empress. Now see that? The Empress and the 7 with the fruit. Yeah. Now this is breaking it down even further of what's going on here. Okay. 7 of Intelligence in reverse. This dude who falls under the knight with the painted wings, who's tied up with the web. How we play the games. Hide our real selves and the mask of our true intentions out of fear or hurt. So this person's mask has been ripped off. The doppelganger has infiltrated the king's court, and the king seeks someone who can root him out. So he got found out. Yep, this person. This person here who was wearing a mask, who got tied up. He's in reverse. That's why. He was not innocent. He probably was a hacker. He got caught up. He was wearing a mask. His mask got ripped off. Or he or she, whoever, right? And then we're going to do this group here with the gnome. And the 3 of charisma. Okay? Let me just quickly... Charisma. Where the hell is charisma? I'm trying to find this. Is annoying. Come on, charisma. Where are you? Strength, intelligence, wisdom. Oh, charisma. There it is. Charisma. The 3 of charisma, which is this one here. Using the power of a team and learning how to collaborate. So like I said, they split up into groups of 3, teams of 3. A shy ogre asks the party to rescue his pet goat from the evil Cyclops. You know, I want to say something about the goat, but I'm not going to do that. So either way, that's what that was. And we had this lady here with the witch, or not the witch, the witchy lady, the Queen of Wands and the Knight, finding the way to heal and learn from anxiety and emotional pain. Weeping Dryad asks you to save her forest from destruction at the hands of orcs. Or maybe it had something to do with a home. Maybe it's a home of a Queen of Wands here and her knight. Maybe they work together. Because, I mean, she's weeping. Maybe she's a drama queen. Just saying. A weeping. You know? Whatever. But then we also have the devil and Odin in reverse. I'm gonna keep calling him Odin, you know, because he's huge. That dude. Alright. The leader who's corrupt, who's with the devil. Maybe they like to drink as well. Maybe they like wine. I don't know. All right, but this lady comes underneath it, the Queen of Intelligence. It's necessary to clearly communicate what you desire from a space of loving and kindness. Someone comes to you with a murder mystery that they want you to solve. Well, this group, this person, this leader with the devil probably doing death magic. And this prickly bitch was, you know, salty, possibly. Maybe she's the one that had the death plots. Because, I mean, it did come up for her, right? Okay. I mean, I don't know who else would have done that, right? I don't know. Okay, and then, you know, the Empress. Hope you're following me so far. All right, the Empress here, right? With the fruit, the 7, right? With this group of 4 in reverse. Intelligence. Yeah. 6, 4 of intelligence in reverse. This way says taking time to meditate before moving forward while making sure you are not avoiding taking action. The next short rest you take acts as a long rest instead. So they didn't rest, or they need to rest. They didn't think, they didn't meditate to make sure that they were doing the right action. This Empress and this picking of the fruits for the Wheel of Fortune, which was why it came in reverse, because they didn't think, they didn't meditate. Instead, they let this monster, maybe the green-eyed monster, maybe jealousy, being very reckless towards something, saying, no, 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 I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, you know, to hide things as well. So, you know, the Wheel of Fortune here was in reverse for these people. Just saying. Turning point in your destiny. And the ability to adapt change. So they couldn't adapt to change or the changing times. That's why it's in reverse. You meet a halfling wizard who, if you treat him kindly, gives you a wink of good luck. And you gain advantage in your next turn. So you didn't treat this halfling, this short gnome or elf kindly. Do you want blessings or karma? Basically. And what did you get? You got karma because you treated this person, this gnome, whoever, badly. And so all you need to do is be fair. And you had the opportunity to accept a happier, more prosperous, destiny. Yeah. But instead, these two men here had the green eyes, like they were only focused, oh, look, there's the eggs. They found the eggs. They must have gotten the eggs. Someone's new beginning, someone's whatever, and treasure. Because, I mean, look, where's the rest of the group? These two ended up walking away, or tried to walk away, and now everybody wants to fight. If you notice, though, it's the same monster, though, there and there. Something to think about. One more row, please, spirit guides, and we'll end this. But that's pretty much the story. Yeah, okay. And the way that they were going to do this, all right, with these lovers, man or woman, okay, either way, these people were on a journey together. They were supposed to be on a journey together. All right, and that goes under the Fool, the Temperance, and the Moon. All right, yes, working together. Possibly 4 groups of 3. Possibly. Either way. For strength. And you notice they come from all walks of life. They're different. They have different rules, different whatever. And that goes under that group here. They work together. And then we have justice. And that's justice. So this guy wearing a mask, the one with the eyeball, the hacker, whoever this is, the one that's all tied up, this dude here, he's subject under justice right now. That's what this card's is saying anyway. Yeah, because he was so adamant of pretending he was an angel, keeping his eyeball stuck on someone that didn't want to be watched, or didn't need to be watched. Maybe there was a false investigation. Who knows? Maybe that's why he's all tied up by the spiders and everyone wants to kick his butt. Yeah, because justice is here. Justice is here. All right? And working together with this coven, this group, this witches and warlocks, whoever, no judgment, okay? They thought they had a new beginning. This ace here. Brand new weapon. Oh, let's try it out, Let's figure out what we can do here. Yeah, so the 3 of them all ganged up together, and the power of a group can win this, even though they don't realize that there's thorns all around them. Yeah, then they worked together. Together. Straight up. 4 of strength. 4 of strength here. Tell me if I'm on. I'm on to something, aren't I? Let's see. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Seek out others to collaborate with. Oh, yes. And they did. They did. That's why it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And more people and more people and more people. But the thing is, it was based on a lie. The mayor of a small town has declared tieflings and a treat to moral decency.